Throughout the entirety of my life so far, sports have always been a day-to-day activity, and because of a variety of reasons, they hold a very special place in my heart. It was through sports that I was able to make many of my current and very much appreciated friends, and for as long as I can remember, whenever I was down or going through a rough time, just going outside and playing a sport with or without my friends was always able to make me smile and put me in the best of moods. It really hits me now as I am a young teenager just how incredible kicking around balls with your friends can make you feel. Wait, pause. Let me rephrase that. Just how incredible throwing around some balls with your friends can make you hold on, we're not getting anywhere here. Just how incredible hitting balls can make you feel. Yeah, fuck. I give up. You get what I'm trying to say, though. I've played football. No, not that football. You fucking American. Yes, soccer. I've played soccer almost my entire life, whether it be with the homies in the street, the homies at school, and even at club level. It's been a core part of my life for almost forever, and experiencing the sport through a different medium with anime and manga has been, well, clearly I wasn't the king because soccer and manga just fucking suck. But on the bright side, another sport that I fell in love with, and one that I'm currently trying to get into, unironically because of 2 out of the 3 anime manga that we're going to be talking about today, are basketball and boxing, with basketball being the former. You've probably picked up on the fact that both sports and anime mean a whole lot to me, and as corny as it sounds, without them I certainly wouldn't be the person I am today, and there was a small chance that I wouldn't be here at all. The entire idea of 2 parts of my life, or 2 of my hobbies put together, just sounds odd and messy, but with sports anime manga, it just turned out to be pretty fucking cool. And it's one of the reasons the genre became a personal favorite of mine. That's why today I just want to appreciate and talk about 3 sports anime/manga that I really just can't get enough of, and how they've impacted, inspired, motivated, and even if it's just a little, how they've brought a positive change to my life and something new to look forward to every morning. These are my 3 new sports anime manga obsessions. Hajime No Ippo was the first of the 3 that I came to experience, and I think it's rightfully so that I speak about it first. The story is basically about a young teenager who is always picked on named Makunochi Ippo. One day he passes out after taking a beating and is taken to a boxing gym by another boxer, Takamura. Inspired by what he sees and the pure righteous strength boxers work hard to obtain, he embarks on a journey of finding out what it really means to be strong through none other than the sport of boxing, in hopes of becoming a pro and eventually a champion. Now, while the setup of Ippo may just seem like another simple basic underdog type of story, it very much deviates from others and sets itself apart from the rest with the way the story is told. Hajime no Ippo is not about Ippo Makunochi, even though at the start of the story everything seems very plot driven. Later on we find out that it's just not an underdog coming of age story about an insignificant teenager becoming something great, but instead it is about boxing. Okay, now I know what I said earlier seems way so much cooler than just boxing, but hear me out, please. Hear me out. Hajime no Ippo is about the world of boxing, and while we may have Ippo as a character, it has never been limited to just him and his opponents. There are other characters, other boxers hungry to be champions from different countries, in different weight classes, and with completely different backgrounds. Geniuses, icons, legends, upcoming stars, some with that special something, and other underdogs. The story never follows a straight and narrow path of just continuous fights, albeit with the goal of Ippo being straightforward. There are injuries, training camps, real-life problems aside from the troubles of matches and actual consequences that come of boxing. For me, Hajime no Ippo was never a story about an underdog main character, but instead a story about boxing that follows the rise of an underdog main character with one of the best character journeys I've personally witnessed. It was through seeing this journey of every single character that I was motivated and inspired. I just want to quickly put it out there that I haven't caught up to or finished any of these series, but the fact that they could still touch my soul is just amazing, really. Seeing Ippo and the others wake up early, do their road work, all of the shadowboxing, muscle conditioning, all of the spars, and most importantly, getting back up after being beaten so hard. So hard. It just inspired me, honestly. I do want to keep this video as spoiler free as possible, but to not come off as vague, I want to shine light on a character who I personally really grew attached to. Michi is introduced as this really overweight and unfit kid. If you met him in real life, you'd probably never expect him to get into boxing. He's just like Ippo. He's bullied, and funny enough, it was the way Ippo kept getting back up after being beaten to a pulp in his matches that inspired Michi to make a difference and try boxing. In the beginning, he struggles so much. He's always far behind everyone during road work. He's always knocked down by even the smallest of punches in the ring, and he even vomits after every training session. As a reader, you begin to feel pity for him, almost wishing that he gives up, but he doesn't. He continues getting back up, and eventually, in time, all of that effort he put into boxing blossomed, and he was rewarded for his hard work. Seeing this overweight kid making a decision to change his life for the better and having the discipline and determination to just stick to it, no matter how hard he falls, touched my heart. And man, as I am writing this video, it's getting me a little emotional here. Ippo, Michi, and every other character's journeys really stuck to me, and seeing how hard they worked really made me want to stop slacking off. I decided to make a change in my life because of seeing these people, even though they may be fictional, worse off than me, making a change and doing better as a person. Now I wake up much earlier at 4:30 and 5:30 a.m. depending on which day it is, which is pretty fucking crazy because I used to sleep in until the afternoons. I go for 2 daily runs, and slowly but surely I've been trying to get into boxing, practicing weekly. On top of that, sometimes during my workouts, as cringe as it may sound, my mind randomly thinks back to me seeing Ippo never giving up and just gives me the push for those final reps. The journeys of each and every boxer in Hajime No Ippo touched my soul and helped me want to work harder towards my fitness and YouTube goals, and I am forever grateful for that. Do yourself a favor and go outside today. Do something you love. Work hard at it. Don't go to bed too late. And hell, wake up an early hour or two tomorrow. Trust me, you'll have fun. And if ironically you're watching this at night, just do 10 push-ups or call your friends or something, bro. Come on, trust me. It'll be worth it. Real never got me into basketball. If you're a longtime member of this community, you'd know that it was Inoue's other basketball work, Slam Dunk, that made me fall in love with the sport. But the reason that I want to talk about Real today, aside from the fact that I've already made a separate video for Slam Dunk, is because I believe that it set me on the right track and is the main reason I was able to play much more basketball than I ever did before. I never took any huge grand message away from Real, which is ironic considering how thematically rich the series is. Everyone has their own problems, and mine were completely different from that of most of the cast in Real, which is why I found it extremely hard to relate to any of the characters. But the one simple idea that really got across to me and impacted me was that you need to find your own path to become a better person. Work hard gradually at it, whether it being through your passion or something else. Never lose sight of yourself or what you believe in when times are tough, but instead, stand and stick to your path you have chosen, for it will guide you. And gradually, slowly, but definitely surely, everything will be alright. I took this idea to heart and found my own path that I need to follow in order to become a better person and live a much better life. I couldn't relate to anyone in the cast. At most I could empathize with them, but all I could really do was keep reading. But that one idea was able to get through to me, and I am so happy that it did. I know what I'm saying may be very vague and might just sound like self-improvement bullshit, but that lesson from Real really helped me to start my own true journey towards steadily every day becoming a better person, and at a very dark time in my life, finding and rediscovering myself and what was important to me. One more thing I'd like to mention is that although I couldn't really relate to any character in Real, seeing all of them, Nomiya, Takahashi, Togawa, the Tigers, and everyone else trying their best on their path towards becoming better people all through basketball made me appreciate the sport more, and I just became even more immersed in it than I was before. Playing, practicing, and having matches with my friends, if not every day, then every day I had a chance to. And man, it's only now that I realize that all those fun times playing basketball were and are probably still part of my path towards bettering myself. Real doesn't have incredible action scenes that will have you screaming, but you can learn a lot from it, such as how to deal with loss, how to not lose yourself, how to push through dark times, and the importance of social relationships. And I mean, if you think that's just a big fat lie and I'm spouting bullshit, I mean, just look at me. Real taught me and made me firmly, confidently, with a smile on my face, believe that even a pretentious, egotistical 14-year-old asshole like me can move past my flaws and one day become a better person who helps people. And hey, that's what I'm striving for right now. Read real. Around the end of October last year, I was in a horrible place and probably the lowest I've ever been in my life. I had some family issues, and the one relationship that actually gave me comfort and some form of happiness quite literally came crashing down. No anime or manga helped me during that time. I was so out of it that the idea of consuming the medium I love so much was foreign to me. I fit the term, and I probably was, quite literally, depressed. And I am so grateful that a very great friend that had helped me in the past was there for me, and his advice helped me move, quote unquote, past the situation. But after being down and out for so long, just going back to my normal life wasn't going to be easy. It was so hard, and I think it's really evident in the lack of uploads during that time period of late October to early December. Whenever I was down or sad, I'd always push and make videos because that's what I love doing the most. Yet, during this time, I considered quitting altogether. Life just felt like nothing anymore, as edgy and as emo as that sounds. Ever since finishing Beck, another series that resonated so deeply with me, I believed in the idea of living every day unlike any other, doing something exciting. And that was my life for so long. But then, after being at my lowest, I felt like I was just living on autopilot with nothing happening at all day long. And it was just the same damn things over and over every time. I didn't work hard, I just lazed around. I didn't wake up early, I woke up just before noon. I didn't talk to anyone in real life. I just sat in my room all day. It was miserable, horrible, really. But one day, as I was mindlessly browsing through YouTube, a video popped up made by Alexander titled The 13 Most Important Lessons I've Learned from Haikyuu. I honestly didn't care that it had spoilers and just watched it because I hadn't seen a video of his in months, but what I took away from that video was incredible. Every single lesson he spoke about somehow motivated, inspired, and made me want to take action. I won't mention any of them because of spoilers, but because of that video, I was motivated to start Haikyuu, and because of that decision, I was able to find myself again. At first, watching Haikyuu made me something that I hadn't been in a long time. Happy, but it wasn't true real happiness. It served as escapism and gave me something to go to when I needed to just forget about my situation, and none of those lessons from that video, which had inspired me and almost made me think things would change, were to be seen. But then, as I kept watching, I remember hearing Daichi say this one line to Asahi, and I can't even recall what episode it was, but he told him that if you like something, then that's more than reason enough to go back to it. And, dude, this just hit me. It hit me so hard with everything going on around me. I contemplated that line for the next few days, all day, and as I continued to watch Haikyuu, I started to notice so many things I didn't see earlier because of how much I just saw the series as an escape. Looking at Haikyuu with mindfulness, I learned so many lessons, and I think the one that truly stuck to me, which is, it's pretty damn ironic if you've seen Alexander's video, is that you're made up of the things you do every day, and everything else is just a byproduct of that. When I started to finally, fully take that lesson in, I immediately made the choice to fix my life and do so much better in everything else. Working hard every single day at the things I loved because it was fun, rewarding, and it made me happy. I faced my problems, never turning away, and just did what I had to do. And once I was able to deal with the situation at hand, I made the choice to get back into my regular life and be consistent with the idea that what I did would never be worthless. And then I would wake up at fucking 4 a.m. every day and just do YouTube stuff and workouts with no distractions. Nothing. Nothing at all. No procrastination, bro. I'm talking straight up motivation, inspiration all the way through those 4 hours working on videos and doing those extra reps, those workout sets, those bicep curls, man. And then the rest of the day, I just relaxed with friends and family, playing video games and watching as much anime as I wanted to, having fun the whole time, all free of stress, because I chose to do the hard work first. I was living the life every self-improvement YouTuber preached about and getting closer to the type of life I had always wanted to live. Man, it was amazing. Everything slowly but definitely surely was becoming better. If Hajime no Ippo was able to make me make the decision to work so much harder, and if Ryo was able to help me decide on and find the path that I needed to follow, then Haikyuu was there to bring me back when I lost myself and do everything I choose to do consistently, and in turn helping me to live life consistently, happily, and full of meaning. Now, if you didn't notice, I was talking in past tense this past minute or so, or 30 seconds. And that's because I got fucking COVID once everything was getting better. I literally was about to have 5 videos ready and 12 in total planned for December, but then I got sick and was only able to release 2 of them. But this time I didn't beat myself up over it. I rested well when I got COVID and slowly got back into my normal routine, taking a small 1-week quote-unquote vacation with some relatives as well, and now here I am, waking up early, making videos every day, and just enjoying life. And these 3 series have really helped me to make this a reality, and I'm sure their lessons will continue to help me find myself again, work hard, and keep walking the path towards becoming a better person if I ever do lose my way. And that's really just why I wanted to make a video on these 3 series and appreciate them for what they taught me. Contrary to the title giving away the idea that I was going to be talking about the sports aspects of Hajime no Ippo, Real, and Haikyuu, nah, I got all emotional like a toddler and talk about how they've helped me in my life. Pretty damn awesome, don't you think? Happy belated New Year's as well, everyone. I plan to go all out this year, have fun, become a better person, and make even better videos for this amazing community who chose to help me achieve my dreams. Yes, you're watching this. I'm talking about you. I love you, homie. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this one because certainly I loved making it. Even if it doesn't mean much, my DMs on Twitter and Instagram are always open, and I'm pretty much on Discord all the time, so if you want to talk about anything, I'm always here. Remember that you matter, and it's alright to be seen trying. I hope you all have a blessed rest of the day, and I'm out. Peace!